I just have one question. Are you ready for a good stream today?
Just one question for you. Are you ready?
Am I ready for what? Who's this?
Are you ready for this Sunday night when WWE champ John Cena defends his title in the WWE Super Slam? Right now you can order this awesome pay-per-view event for just $59.99.
I'm sorry, no, there is not any chance in hell that we're ever going to have wrestling in this house again. But thank you, but no. Have a good day. Hello?
And goodbye to anyone standing in John Cena's way when he takes on 6 men in a steel cage shoots and ladders match at WWE Super Slam. Order now and save $10 with a low price of just $49.99.
Sir, you guys just called me, and as I mentioned before, we're not ordering this, so please stop calling my house. Thank you and goodbye. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Champ?
Who?
Champ? Is Champ there?
Who is Champ?
That question will be answered this Sunday night!
Listen,
WWE Super Slam!
Hey, sir!
Taking on
Please
Sheamus!
quit calling my house!
The Undertaker!
Quit calling me!
CM Punk and even Triple H and the Big Show in a spit-swapping makeout match! WWE Super Slam!
Hello? Can you stop screaming in your little sirens and whatever that is? Can you knock it off for 5 seconds? Not interested. Stop calling my fucking house. Hello?
I'm watching you.
Excuse me?
That's exactly what The Undertaker told John Cena. But will he be able to take the belt from the mightiest champion in WWE history at this weekend's WWE Super Slam?
Stop calling my house before I get your number. I will track you down and absolutely tear you to pieces. Do you understand me? I know you are, John Cena, crazy motherfucker. Calling my house now. No wrestling, no super motherfucking slam is happening in this house. I swear to Jesus, if this is those wrestling again.
Okay, good morning. Hi, I'm just calling this morning to ask if you're a supporter of the United States military.
Oh my God, I apologize. We've been getting calls all morning. I apologize, and yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, I am.
Great. Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name is John Cena! He's gonna get in the ring and put boots to asses!
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? I can't even handle this. I cannot handle this.
Available right now at a low price of only $39.99.
I can't believe you're still calling me. I'm about to lose my
Good deal. I take a Super Slam.
I swear I'm about to call the police.
Hello. You have a collect call from
John Cena!
Will you accept the charges?
Oh, your mother. Listen, stop calling. Is listening not your strong suit? I'm really sure it is, but you're not hearing me. Shut your beaten down brain from Super Slam and listen. I am not. I don't care if they're $59, $49, $39, $39. I don't want it. It won't happen. It's not coming on my TV again. It won't be allowed in this house. You understand me? Never again will there be wrestling here in this house. Not a piece of going through closets and taking out T-shirts and burning them and calling the police and telling you that you're harassing me. Stop it now. And I am calling the police. Good luck to you. Have a nice day. Yourself. God. What?
Hold on. Marie, this is the Z Morning Zoo radio
Hi.
show on Z104. How are you?
What?
We've been phone scamming you. Your husband Donnie told us to phone.
We are all in a fight right now. Are you kidding me right now?
I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for you.
I couldn't believe the mouth on you had on you.
it's
Oh my
fantastic.
God. Well, listen,
I haven't had my coffee yet. Shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I know how
Well,
to feel
listen,
good.
we won't be calling you back anymore. I promise. Okay.
Thank Jesus.
You won't have to hear. You won't have to hear this. All right, you won't have to hear that
I
anymore.
swear to God, I was gonna go to jail, and it was bad.
And now, Deep Fat Fried.
To
Scotty,
prove to
TJ
you
Paul,
that we
Dom,
have
DMCA.
no tone,
This is an
today's
older video.
episode is about
I don't do the premium.
Disney World and Juggalos. That's it. Watch them get deep, fat, motherfucking fried, bitch. Yeah, boy, I tell you what, man. That's the shit right there. Oh, fuck those guys.
Fuck you, TJ.
There we go.
Put back the better fucking.
Here we go.
shot.
Here's the shot we need to open with right here.
You know what, TJ? I started this episode in protest.
I don't hear
because
it.
I believe this should be only about Disney World, dude. So I'm gonna fucking take a knee in protest of this episode, TJ.
You're taking a knee?
Yeah, dude. Like the NFL players
Let's see you
did.
take that knee.
Scotty's gonna take a knee.
Oh, say. Oh, man, you're jostling the fucking camera with your stupid knee.
He took a knee. I would have taken a knee with him, but I don't think I could have gotten
Dude,
back
sometimes to stand, TJ, you have to kneel, dude.
up. Wow. Scotty, that is going to be a controversial moment, I can tell.
It is,
People
dude.
don't like it when people take a knee.
Scotty, you're fired. You're fired for taking a knee.
retaliation against me exercising my First Amendment right to protest, TJ.
We got to rethink this Scotty thing on the show, man. He took a knee, made us all look bad, made us all look unpatriotic.
Yeah, I don't like it. Scotty's making the show look real bad
Well,
right
you know what, guys? I have to stand up for my beliefs. And sometimes, like I said, to stand, you have to kneel. You have to fucking stand on principle. This juggalo shit, TJ, I feel like it's going nowhere. You're not listening to the fucking people, TJ. You're not fucking listening, dude. Do you get the message, TJ? Is the message clear enough for you yet, you piece of fucking shit?
Let me give you a message. Fuck the people.
Whoa.
I am the people.
Jesus.
But you're not, TJ.
I will decide what the people like. And you know what the people like today?
You're a
they
tyrant.
like Disney World and they like
Tyrant.
juggalos.
That's what everybody was clamoring to know about today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was written thousands of letters.
Thousands?
Thousands.
Handwritten letters?
Everyone's like, oh, what we really want, TJ. Fuck with this Tim Allen shit. Fuck all this Caligula and women and Sodom and Gomorrah. No one wants that shit. What we want is an episode about juggalos and about Disney World. And I'm giving it to them.
Wow.
I'm fucking giving
You're
it
a
to
True
them.
man of the
tyrant,
fucking
dude.
people.
TJ is nothing more than a puppet, dude. He's a liar.
Let
He's a
no one
shell.
say that TJ does not listen to the fans. They have directed.
I listen a
this
little
show.
too closely. You know?
Yeah.
Paul, you actually had you read something interesting from a fan of ours recently, didn't you?
Yeah. I was just kind of perusing some salty anti-DFF content, and somebody typed, "I can't wait to see what cringy topic they come up with to cover on the next episode." And all I could think was, "You can't wait? Cool." You're a fan.
Can't wait to take a big steaming pile of shit on this one.
I can't wait to come downrate this piece of shit.
I'm frothing at the mouth.
Who the fuck gives a shit about Disney World? Who the fuck gives a
Instant.
shit?
Well, I can answer that. At least 52 million people that go there every year.
Let's turn even more of them against us, guys. What do you say? You ready to turn even more of them against us?
How are we going to do that?
By telling them finally at long last our monetization strategy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, dude.
Here we
Dun,
go.
dun, dun.
Oh, shit. We only have one person.
Boom, 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 boom. Somehow we got a patron before we announced this or shared it with anybody.
I don't even know how
Cool.
it's possible. It's just private, dude.
I don't know.
This is the most simple Patreon that I've ever seen.
It really is.
There's one tier.
There's exactly one tier
One.
and one
Subscribe
tier
to their
alone.
Patreon.
Asshole Empire, $5 or more per month. Normal fans, yeah, it's still dropping frames. Probably not going to be able to use that. We'll probably have to use the upload, whatever. Normal fans only get the Monday show. You also get the Friday show. Pretty simple. You get twice as much as everyone else, and they can whine about it all they want, but we won't care because you're the one paying.
That is a brilliant fucking tier. And it's the only tier.
the only fucking one.
We do have goals and shit, so there are some things like that, but that's really about it. We're actually going to roll this out. This begins in March. This is not happening until March. You can sign up earlier if you want. I mean, we're not going to stop you. We're not fucking idiots, but this rolls out in March. We want to give you guys enough time to decide whether you want to support the show or not, and we feel like that we want kind of a breadth of content that people can kind of see what this show is going to be about. So,
There you go.
So for the rest of January
the rest
and
of February.
throughout February, you get 2 shows a week. But then starting in March, if you ain't paying us, you only get 1 show.
And
a
the
week.
Friday shows will be live streamed
And you know
through
what?
Patreon.
Let me just head some of these whiners off at the pass here.
Oh, you're going to try and do that?
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Let me just
dude.
head them off at the pass here. Head them off at the pass here.
Not going to work, but okay. Go ahead.
Shut up, Scotty. There's no fucking Streamlabs on this shit. None.
None.
Zero.
You motherfuckers used to whine about Streamlabs all the time. Guess
Gone.
what? This show ain't got no motherfucking Streamlabs.
0 Streamlabs.
This show ain't got no us stopping in the middle of the show to be like, hey guys, check out Blue Apron. It ain't got none of that shit.
Nope.
None of it.
Nope, none.
This show has one monetization model and one alone. You get half of the The people who watch for free, they get one half of the show. The people who pay, they get both halves of the show. That's how it works. Don't like it? There's the fucking door, bitch!
Well, TJ,
Damn.
we may have merchandise and shit, though.
There will be no... Yeah, there might be merchandise.
There might be merch.
And I mean, if we get into the YouTube partner program, you'll probably put ads over it, too.
I ain't putting no ads on it.
You're not going to put any ads on it?
No. Fuck ads. People don't like them. I don't like them. This is our fucking monetization strategy. Fuck ads up the ass. Now, if you watch on some other platforms, maybe you'll see some ads. I don't know. Maybe we'll put a fucking post-roll YouTube ad or something. But we're not fucking doing that shit where it's like every 20 minutes there's another YouTube ad. None of that shit's happening on this channel.
And look, the people that are into the show but don't want to pay, they still get a show a week. It's still, you know.
Full disclosure, though. Full disclosure.
Uh-oh.
Full disclosure. If this doesn't work, we reserve the right to change all this shit around. So,
well, we do want to put the show on D2, but you have to be approved, so we're still waiting to get approved for D2.
Well, we'll be all over the goddamn place. We're already on iTunes.
Yep,
There's an iTunes link down there.
SoundCloud.
We're getting on SoundCloud.
Stitcher.
We're getting on Stitcher.
Well, we are on Stitcher.
We're on Stitcher.
Yeah.
I don't have the links down there yet, but maybe I will by the time this goes up.
You will. But they do exist. Yeah, if you want to listen to this show, you can do it on iTunes. There's going to be a bunch of places for you to listen to this that are on both platforms, iOS
I'm
and
just going to
Android.
stop this fucking live broadcast because it's dropping fucking frames like mad.
All right.
There's no point.
Well, fuck it, dude.
Now that TJ has officially pissed everybody off with his insane, megalomaniacal, fucking backwards-ass monetization strategy... Fucking TJ.
TJ, enemy of reason.
Enemy of reason, enemy of truth.
Enemy of all the fucking fans of this show.
The worst scumfuck ever to exist. Just can't wait to stick a bigger and bigger dick up his fans' asses.
Sounds about right.
Because just to make up for how little his real dick is.
Damn.
Damn, dude, I was gonna go there, but you
Brutal.
fucking, you beat
Are we
me to it.
preempting like all of the shit we're gonna get for this?
Yes.
We should just all like guess the type of comments we're gonna see because of this.
They want us to pay $5 a month for the worst show I've ever seen in my life. Fuck these guys. Scammed yet again.
Let them be raped to death.
May they burn forever in the fiery depths of hell.
May their entrails be ripped from their body. May they be fucking drawn and quartered and taken to the public square.
I mean, in all seriousness, though, I mean, like, we wanted a simple monetization model. We wanted something that was just direct and easy. Because I feel like, you know, not to point any fingers at anything, but I feel like on our last show, it just got crazy with all the different ways we were trying to milk the fans for money from this angle and that angle and this angle and that angle. And I was like, you know what? Let's have a simple monetization strategy. Let's have one fucking path forward. And that's pretty much what we're doing. This show, I think, is a lot of it's focused on simplicity. You know, it's a nice, simple, basic show. We cover fucking one or two topics a fucking episode.
Well, yeah, we don't want to spend a lot of the show.
One fucking Patreon perk, whatever. This is the most.
We just didn't want to spend a lot of the show focusing on other shit that didn't have to do with the show.
And, normally, I don't even like doing this on this show where we talk about the show.
Well, we have to talk about it.
But in this case, we just felt like we needed to do it. But whatever. Fuck that. It's time to talk about fucking Disney. So let's get on that. Here's this fucking piece of shit.
Misogynist, racist.
The most evil man to ever live. Walt Disney.
Walt fucking Disney. His head cryogenically preserved somewhere.
It's in a cemetery in Hollywood with a bunch of other famous people. I've heard that there's a secret cryogenics vault there.
Oh no, dude! It's in the Epcot Ball, dude.
He's in there?
He's in there, dude.
That's fucking great.
I mean, he's still alive, of course, too. In the ball, though.
He lives in the ball.
Yeah, so you ever been to Epcot? He lives in that giant fucking ball with Spaceship Earth and shit, dude. He's just chilling there.
Gross.
I'm just going to start off by offering up a few basic little facts about Disney World we can talk about. Now, this is not Disneyland we're talking about here. Fuck Disneyland. We're talking about Disney World.
Pish posh.
The world.
All right, so it opened October 1st, 1971. It's, of course, owned by Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, a division of the Walt Disney Company. Everyone knows that. Basic shit.
Duh.
Right? Super basic. One of the things that people might not know about is the sheer fucking size of Disney World.
It is insane.
It is 110 square kilometers or 43 square miles, making it larger than the 5 smallest countries on Earth.
Wow.
Which would be San Marino, Tuvalu, Nauru, I don't know, Monaco, and Vatican City. Bigger than those 5 countries on this fucking planet.
I remember when we were going to Disney World, you guys were trying to tell me, you're like, man, it's fucking huge, man. It's huge. And I'm like, dude, I've been to Disneyland. I know it's big, a lot of walking, whatever. You have no idea. It is insane how huge this place is and how absolutely densely packed with people and shit it is.
Yeah, I mean, attendance of over 52 million people a year.
I think 48 of that 52 million people were there when we were there.
They were there on the day that you were there, huh?
I think the average for most of the parks is like 50,000 people a day. So when you're there, you're about
I'll tell you what, it feels
people.
like a fuck of a lot more than 50,000 people.
Oh, my God.
There had to be more.
Well, that's because you have a small, tiny little human brain, TJ, so you just see a lot of people. You go, a lot of people here. Too many
people.
Too many people.
Too many human. TJ, no
TJ,
like.
You're like that dude, like you're in traffic, you're like, too much traffic, and it's like, you know what, man, you are traffic.
You're not in traffic. You are traffic.
Yeah, that fucking fake real moment of clarity.
The epiphany.
That was the hardest part for me about being at Disney World.
Yeah, there was a day when we showed up. It was just me and Paul and Ashley and Chelsea. We just decided to have a little couples day over there. Went to the Magic Kingdom and shit. And Paul was about ready to check out.
I was ready to leave.
Yeah.
We got into the fucking park, and immediately one of those fucking shit silly parades started. Where it's just like they carve the park up into no-go zones, so you have to find a way to meander through the park, through the fat asses of a million other tourists. I was ready to leave. We wanted to get food. Like, our plan was to go there, get some grub. Yep. And that was a terrible plan, because the place that we went, it was the weirdest. It was like a fucking trough for people.
Welcome to the people trough. Get you some meat.
One thing I think you have to set the tone is, unless you're staying right on one of these resorts right near the Magic Kingdom, it takes fucking 30 minutes to get there from the parking lot. So you park your car, you have to wait for the monorail, you have to wait for the fucking ferry. And that just takes a shitload of time. And you have to offload and do all... So it takes time to get there.
The process of entering the Magic Kingdom is a 30-minute process.
At least.
In Paul's mind, from Paul's perspective, when he's past the main gate, he's 45 minutes invested into this. There's people everywhere.
Let's rewind a little bit, because we're going to have time to talk about our personal experience. Why don't we just get through these facts?
Fine, TJ, fine.
Shut up!
You shut up. Shut up, TJ. TJ? Do your fucking job for you, TJ. Did they come do your fucking job for you, TJ? Because I was running this show. This would be the best show in the fucking world. But go on, TJ. I'll let you do your fucking
1959, Scotty. Walt Disney was looking for fucking a new place to build his next theme park. The reason is market surveys at the time revealed that only 5% of Disneyland's visitors came from east of the Mississippi River, which is where 75% of the population of the United States lived.
So nobody was coming.
He realized, he's missing out on a huge fucking market. He said, I got to get a Disneyland closer to the fucking East Coast. He wanted to get it cheap. He found some cheap-ass, undeveloped land down in Florida, and he knew if he just came in and said, I'm fucking Walt Disney, I'm building my new park here, I'm just going to fucking open this shit, they would say, no. They would drive the value of the land up. They'd try to fucking raise it up.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
He would drive up the value of the land, and he would get fucked. So what he did instead was he created a bunch of dummy corporations, a bunch of shell corporations, and hired some attorneys and stuff to go get the land for him. Most of the attorneys that were out there procuring land for him didn't even know they were working for Disney.
You know what's interesting, too, though, is he actually, his big initial land purchase came from a Florida state senator dude, so... I think, honestly, that Walt Disney was juiced in enough with these people, probably through his attorneys, to know, he needs to make sure that the state of Florida is really backing him at a certain point. But that's, like you said, probably is at the point where they realized he was going to acquire a bunch of land regardless.
A lot of people, people got wind of it. People were like, hey, someone acquired a shit ton of land out here. A lot of people at the time, it was a big story in Florida, people speculating about who the fuck acquired all this land and for what purpose.
Yeah, you would, though, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody just buys up a bunch of land, nobody knows anything about it, it's all in the same area.
Yeah, and they were speculating maybe it was NASA.
Oh.
They thought maybe that they were going to build some new rocket launching sites and shit there, or some test facilities or something like that. They thought it was maybe one of the other major entrepreneurs of the day that was going to build some kind of factories there or something.
Unfortunately for them, they got a Disney nightmare.
Well, I mean, it's not that unfortunate considering it fucking revitalized that entire part of the country with tourism.
I mean, Orlando is pretty much a tourist city at this point.
It employs 62,000. Disney alone employs 62,000 people. So, I mean, the other things that have sprung around, like Universal Studios.
The only membership that remains is Chalky Milk.
Wouldn't be there if Disney wasn't there.
No, of course
I'm sure
not.
they hire thousands of people.
There's like some cheesy other little theme parks over there too.
Oh yeah, SeaWorld's there.
Isn't Legoland in Orlando too?
I mean, a bunch of stuff has sprung up around Disney.
There's Busch Gardens in Tampa.
It's transformed that entire area into a huge tourist destination. So, I mean, like 52 million people are attracted by Disney. Other people are showing up, going to Universal Studios, going to SeaWorld. Well, not so much SeaWorld because it sucks, but other ones like that. And there's a bunch of little tourist trap kind of bullshit around there, which is kind of ironic because one of the reasons that Walt Disney acquired so much land in the first place is because he didn't like all the shit that cropped up around Disneyland. He's like, man, I hate this shit. I don't want that to happen again, so I just need to get a huge parcel of land. It turns out that they're still going to surround it with shit that he probably wouldn't approve of, like those little... You're driving down the street in Florida, you see signs that say Disney shirts, tutors,
When you drive there, though...
Also, where's the unlisted video? I gotta upload it to the Patreon. Law.
Separated from everything else. It really does feel like its own little fucking city. It feels like its own place because
it's got its own shopping district.
You can't see anything else. You can't see outside. Everything you see is...
It is its own city.
It is, yeah.
And we're done with these little factoids here. So let me just quickly article that talks about exactly that. And then we'll maybe get into...
I'm just kidding, man. I know you're very busy.
Some of our personal anecdotal bullshit for a minute. So this
How is that coming along, by the way? Question mark.
Is an article. It doesn't really get interesting until down there, but it's called "Why Disney World Has Its Own Government." Disney petitioned the Florida legislature for a special district that would allow the corporation control over sewage, roads, building permits, and many other facets of municipal control in the area. They got it. And in 1967, the Reedy Creek Improvement District was created. The district, including the two municipalities inside it, Bay Lake and Lake Buena Vista, give the corporation an unprecedented level of control. Only landowners in the district can vote on governance for the district, thus giving Disney the upper hand in decision-making. The powers granted are far-reaching. For example, Disney can issue their own liquor licenses to themselves.
Cool.
They largely do not use surrounding counties' infrastructure, instead building their own water, fire departments, transportation, and emergency services. Disney World is what it looks like if you give a corporation full control over an area of land as big as San Francisco. It's worked out great for the company, well, no shit, which counts on the park for 14% of its $2 billion yearly earnings. And it has been a boon for Florida as well. The park turned Central Florida into an economic powerhouse and tourist destination. It's a huge source of employment for people living in the area, with 62,000 employees at the park alone. It's harder to quantify what else the park has done, both in terms of environmental impact and loss of taxes for the surrounding counties and state, but the story is certainly a fascinating peek into what you can get away with as a multinational Fortune 500 corporation who annexes a piece of land large enough to hold a major city.
So they basically just set up their own little fiefdom there, and they're just like, we control everything. We're the fucking municipal government here.
We are the rulers here. Actually, I'm going to do this camera.
Do they have their own police department? Yeah, well, we know that they do.
Well, I don't know if they have their own police.
They have their secret
They
police.
got their security and their little Disney Gestapo.
When I've been there, I've noticed they've had, like, Florida law enforcement.
But, I mean, I think that probably Florida drew the line at saying that Disney could have its own corporate police, but...
Time to go to the interrogation chambers. That would be nightmarish.
I mean, but Disney had a fucking... his vision was pretty brilliant when you look at him. They really did everything in place to just ensure the success of Disney World.
Well, Walt Disney himself actually wanted it to be more like an actual city with people living there.
So
that makes
he
sense.
envisioned like the people that worked there renting apartments there.
Yes.
Little businesses opening.
Yeah, he wanted it to... He literally wanted it to be a city under his control.
It is. Maybe not under his control at this point.
When he died, they decided to go a slightly different route. So there's not a lot of residences there, but I don't...
Dude, now Disney just owns entertainment. I mean, they own Star Wars, they own the Marvel Universe, they own the most successful theme park in the world. I mean, these people just have entertainment basically down to a science at this point, and if they don't, they just buy what they can't have, or that they haven't created themselves.
So I thought here at this point we could talk a little bit about our own experiences. We recently took Paul to Disney for the first time. Our mom, me and Scotty's mom, is a Disney fucking fanatic. She's been to Disney World, I don't know,
over 30 times.
Yeah, it's over 30 times.
Our mom went to Disney World 3 times in the last year, at least.
Yes, so she is fucking obsessed. Just completely obsessed with it. So we've been there a few times with her. I know that place pretty goddamn well. I know the ropes of Disney pretty goddamn well, having been there so many times. Paul, what struck you about it as a first-time visitor?
I've done the Disneyland thing, and it gets crowded over there, but just the absolute, how many asses they pack into every area there. There's a feeling of just never being alone, like never having any, like not a second of solitude. You're never alone in Disneyland. Someone's always watching and judging. You just get this, and there's also this feeling of being kind of patronized, too. In the sense that, like, everything here is designed so that we can extract $1 out of your wallet. Like, everywhere you go, there's an opportunity to spend a bunch of fucking money.
Oh, yeah.
All of it looks pretty fucking appealing, to be honest with you. You have to really watch your P's and Q's when you're in the park. But, I don't know, you don't really feel like a citizen anymore when you're inside of that place. You feel like a commodity, and you are. You're just kind of there as somebody that's got a big fat wallet full of bills that they want you to leave as many of those bills there today as possible. And that's the overarching feeling that I got inside of those Disney parks, was that just everything is designed to funnel you towards spending your money.
Which they're highly successful at.
Absolutely.
Another thing about Disney World is we all did smoke weed at Disney World.
That is true. It is possible to do.
Yeah, we definitely did that. It was pretty awesome. The most we ever got while we were doing it, too, was just kind of some, like... But there was other people doing it as well. It wasn't like exclusively just us. Like I saw at least 5 or 6 other people just smoking joints in the smoking section, and the most they kind of got was just like, is that weed?
I mean, it's definitely something that, like, you want to do. You definitely don't want to spend too much time in Disney without a little bit of a load on, whether you're drunk or high or whatever. Yeah. But definitely bring your drugs, because...
Yeah, if you're going to the Magic Kingdom, you got to bring a flask or something, because they don't sell booze there at the Magic Kingdom. At Epcot, that's another story. They'll sell the shit out of some booze.
You can get blasted there, no problem.
They're also big about dividing the people that patronize the parks into classes of people. You're not, when you buy a ticket to get into a Disney park in Florida, you're not just like everybody else. Everybody else has different types of tickets, different levels of access to things. It really rewards people that know the game already. Because, like, we were walking around Epcot trying to find a place to eat, and it's just like, it's a zoo. Like, any restaurant you have, you walk up to it and you're like, no, you have to have a reservation. Next reservation's at 6, and it's fucking noon. And you're like, okay, didn't know about that.
It's really not a good place for someone like me who likes to kind of wing shit.
No.
And you'd think that's how they would want it to be.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be the happiest place on earth. I'm happier when I can just do what I want.
It's mandatory reservation.
But it's like, you must fucking rigidly determine in advance what you are going to be doing on this day.
Yeah, down to the, like, here's the time we will be riding this ride, and then we will go from this ride to this ride, because we, you know, like, you have to call ahead or whatever the fuck to get your fast passes. So it, like, really rewards you for planning to the gnat's ass every single thing you do in a day, which to me is kind of antithetical to the idea of a fucking theme park. Because isn't the idea you go over there and you have an adventure?
Let's have some carefully
It's not very adventuresome when everything that you do comes with a fucking beeper reminder going off on your phone.
Well, it was different. It used to be you could just go to rides and get fast passes, but I think what changed was the demand for Disney World is so high that they kind of, what they do is they kind of just move people around. So they say, okay, there's no reservations on this ride. You can't get any fast passes. You can't really get any restaurant reservations. So less people will be tempted to go there. They might still show up, but it's going to be like us. They're just going to be like, oh shit, is there any food? Or, you know, they're going to kind of wing it, and they're just going to have to kind of take what they can find.
When you decide to do a vacation like we did, where it's just like a gauntlet of theme parks, it's not a fun vacation.
No,
it's not.
It's really not.
It has little periods of being fun, but for the most part, it's a horrendous gauntlet of fucking challenges.
Yeah, just an agonizing fucking slew of problems and partial solutions. It's hard, man. Like, for a fat person, too. If you're a fatty going to these parks, like, Jesus, man, you might want to swallow your pride and get the little cart. I joked that I was going to do it, and I kind of wish I had. Because you're just going to be decimated by the time you leave the park, no matter what.
I remember the last day, we all went to eat at some place, and just, like, everyone was so fucking miserable. Like, I remember just, like, looking at Paul, and Paul just like, you could tell, she's like, fuck this shit. I hate fucking Disney World. I want to fucking leave so badly. I wish our fucking flight time was now. I want to be gone. Like, like Paul was fucking miserable. TJ was kind of just like ambivalent, like,
I had to explain to Paul, like, the mental attitude you need for the Disney vacation, which is, this is not the vacation. The vacation is when you're free from this and you get to go back home, you know?
Right.
That's when you're actually, like, because, like, okay, go on a vacation that's worse than the status quo of your day-to-day life. And then when you come back home, it feels like, oh, thank God.
Oh, sweet normality.
Yeah. That's how you got to look at it. That attitude.
And that's true. Yeah, it's definitely not a relaxing time. It's definitely not a place to go if you don't like big crowds of people. You're definitely going to have to put up with other people's shit and their smells and their stinky little kids running around and their loud-ass mouths and their stupid fucking problems that they expect somebody else to solve. I mean, everywhere you go. Like, I was blown away at the Magic Kingdom, which is supposed to be the fucking center of Disneyland. It's like where the castle is at and the whole fucking nine. I saw more fucking, and I'm sure people saw me too, more like just absolutely fucking depressed, done-looking people at that park than I've ever seen. I mean, you couldn't fucking swing a dead cat there without hitting a dude that looked like he wanted to stick a gun in his mouth and pull the trigger.
So true.
Just a dude just sitting on the fucking fence, because there's nowhere to sit in these parks either. Like, it's like walking all day, and any bench is going to have a mother nursing 3 little fucking triplets on it. So it's like people makeshift, seats out of things, or people sitting on fences just looking like they want to die, just bedraggled, sweaty.
Well, you know what that is, though? It's just that it's usually men that have been forced to go because their family, or they have a family, and the kids really want to go, and the wife wants to take the fucking kids, and he knows at that point he's fighting a losing battle.
It's a total racket.
Yeah, you just have to participate, and they just can't stand it because it's all just geared mainly towards children. And like Paul said, it's not a fun experience unless you're like, if you're 5 years old, it's wonderful, it's amazing. If you're 35, for the most part, most grown men are going to go, please get me the fuck out of here after about an hour or two.
A day might be fun.
Yeah, I would say maybe a day.
A day might be fun.
A day or two, yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, let's go to Disney World. We'll go check out the Magic Kingdom. Maybe we'll go to Epcot and chill at night.
As long as you're having a novel experience, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, and then maybe the next day we'll go to fucking Universal and check out what they got. And then, then you go do something else in the area.
Yeah, or you go home. You just say, all right, we're done.
To do what we did, where it's just like this family vacation with our extended family, too.
Yeah.
I mean, not super extended, but lots of people. To do this, like, let's do a 9-day gauntlet of theme park madness. Like, fuck that shit. I will never ever do that again.
You're done.
I'm done with it.
You're cashed out.
You know, the thing is, one time I did the most fun I probably fucking had. Because everything I rode, I'd ridden before, so I was like, I gotta ride at least one new fucking thing. And I'd always been too much of a pussy to ride Splash Mountain, because I'm a fucking scaredy cat when it comes to these rides.
That's how
and
people
shit.
go to Disney World.
So me and Paul and Chelsea and
I'm
Ashley.
sorry, you were afraid of Splash Mountain,
Yes.
He doesn't like the drop.
That's for fucking kids, dude. You ever rode Splash Mountain when I was 5 years old, TJ?
I don't care what you did. That's not your. That's not your test as a warrior or some shit. Who cares?
Dude, it was, dude. That as an American consumer, that was my test. It was like,
All right. Well, anyway, listen.
all right, we're going to your.
I'm trying to tell a fucking story here.
Sorry,
Shut
TJ.
up.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so the thing that really got me to do it was that Chelsea and Ashley really didn't want to do it. Like,
Yeah.
at all.
They didn't want to get wet.
And the fact that they didn't want to do it made me want to do it. And I knew I got to ride at least one new thing. I need at least one new experience. I got to say, that was the most fun I've ever fucking had
Yeah, dude.
at a goddamn theme park.
It was great.
And it was because the girls hated it. It
Yep.
was because they were constantly fucking getting splashed and the water was gross.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And so,
awesome.
like, I spent that entire ride just laughing my ass off at them. Now, of course, when it came to the drop, then I was like, why did I do this? Ah! You know, but it wasn't...
over.
That's all we're going to play. We're going to play a little bit from the Juggalo section. Just
At
so
one point,
we're
it's
not-
like, yeah, they should do it, but then it's like, it almost feels like it's
murder all the gays. Or Juggalo no more.
So if you fuck up and treat a jug... Come on, bitch. Why you...
We have to start
multiple
from the beginning. The Juggalo section.
kids into this who have the attention spans of fucking gnats, and they're gonna want to go on all these rides. They're gonna want ice.
But it's like you can't do fucking anything. You can't accomplish anything without opening up your wallet when you're on the property of a Disney fucking resort.
I think we're ready to move on to
Juggalos.
our second topic.
What is a juggalo?
Now, Paul,
Yes.
you, Juggalo is, because ISCP actually does have a song explaining it, which Paul is going to read to us as a bit of spoken word poetry.
Sure.
We don't
Excuse me,
watch
let me
the Fat
warm up the
Fry on
the
channel.
vocals
We're
here.
just showing people what the channel is about.
What is a juggalo?
We don't pirate your
Let
shit,
me think
TJ.
for a second.
Don't worry. Please
Oh.
don't kill us.
He gets butt naked
Paul, don't kill us.
and then walks through the streets winking at the freaks.
This is trans...
Yes.
He goes on more. That was Violent J's explanation of a juggalo. Here's Shaggy Two Dope, the other member of ICP. What is a juggalo? He just don't care. He might try and put a weave in his nut hair. Because he could give a fuck less what a bitch thinks.
Yep.
He tell her that her butt stinks and all that. Strange change in meter there for that part of the poem. I guess you just wanted to get that
Your
stinks
butt
line in there.
Thanks.
Your butt
Thanks.
What is a juggalo? He drinks like a fish, and then he starts hugging people like a drunk bitch. Next thing, he's picking fights with his best friends. Then he starts with that hugging again.
Damn.
So, a violent alcoholic, a crazy person with a 2-liter stuck in their butt cheeks,
And a weave in their nut hair.
and a weave in their nut hair.
Who's going around telling girls their butt stinks.
What is a juggalo? A fucking lunatic. Somebody with a rope tied to his dick.
I hate ICP
Then he jumps
so much.
out a 10-story window.
God.
Oh.
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 So he's self-destructive.
Yes.
Has a 2-liter in his butt cheeks. He's got a rope around his dick. He's
Jumping out of
got a
a
weave in his
10-story.
nut hair. He's picking fights with his friends. He's drinking to excess. And he's butt naked while all of this is going on. So that's a juggalo, according to the juggalos.
You got to read the macaroni verse.
Okay, the macaroni verse. Let's see. Let me find the macaroni. This is a long song. There's really a lot to this.
There's a lot to unpack in this juggalo.
Let's see. What is a juggalo? Well, he ain't a phony. He'll walk up and bust a nut in your macaroni. And watch you sit there and finish up the last bit, because you're a stupid-ass, dumb fucking idiot. So
I feel like we're reading the reemergence of our generation's Shakespeare.
So he blows a load in your macaroni?
And you don't even notice.
So
dude.
a juggalo is just a total fucking asshole. Just a totally insane, self-destructive, violent, drunk, naked, 2-liter butt cheek, nut hair weave asshole that'll blow a load in your macaroni.
Watch you eat every fucking bite and go, I nutted in that, dude.
Is that because a lot of juggalos work service positions, so they can get away with that nut in your macaroni thing? Because I can't imagine, like...
Yeah, if I'm ever at a restaurant or something and I get wind that there's some juggalos working there,
what if you're at because what's the other way around? If you're at a restaurant, you order the macaroni and then a dude with face paint comes in and goes, "Oh, whoop whoop," blows a load in your macaroni. Like, are you going to sit there and finish it while he watches you finish it up like a dumb fucking idiot?
I kind of feel like the juggalo is working in the kitchen and he jerks off your macaroni sight unseen to you.
Oh yeah, fucking punk ass non-juggalo out
Gives it
there.
a little stir and then serves it to you, and then watches you from the kitchen laughing. You know?
What if he turns into a juggalo, dude?
Yeah. What if he blows a load in your macaroni and then he's watching you out there like to eat it up like a dumb fucking idiot, and then right at the last bite, you look at your girlfriend and you go, "Whoop whoop, Ninjet, what up? Much wicked clown love, bitch."
What does he do then, dude?
You know what, guys? I think you're getting the wrong impression of juggalos.
Juggalos
all right.
Yeah, are they maligned as a people?
I think I think it's time that we study the Juggalo Code.
Oh, there's a code?
There's a code.
Okay.
Listen, this is going to give you a clearer picture.
This is the new Juggalo code.
The new Juggalo
Because I
Code.
guess there's some old one they
This is like the old. This is the New Testament that replaces the Old Testament.
Oh,
Okay.
It's about time we had new rules to reshape the family. I plan to put together the first ever global Juggalo conference to make sure these rules stick. Because if you notice, as long as Juggalos say the N-word or claim they're gangsters or beat people up for dissing Juggalos, there'll be idiots like LOTB around to bash our names in the ground. So without further ado,
Without further ado,
someone needs to tell you that's not a word.
The true code of the Juggalo family.
Follow these steps to be a true
Simple steps, dude.
All right.
They're simple.
All right, there's 9 tenets of Juggaloism.
They're very
Okay.
simple.
Number 1, a Juggalo is not a gang member.
yeah, they're real sensitive about that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into why they're sensitive
Yeah.
about that a little bit later. Number 2, a Juggalo does not say the N-word no matter how it's spelled, or any slurs of any kind.
What if you're a juggalo and you're quoting a song or something that somebody else said?
No.
You
A
can't.
Juggalo does not
No matter
say
how
the
it's
N-word.
spelled,
Okay,
Paul.
I'm just
You can't
asking
do
for
it.
clarification. That's all.
I feel like Juggalos do not follow this by and large.
No, they do not.
A Juggalo should not
Every
judge
Juggalo
another because of
I've ever
lack of merch.
So if you don't have the Skrilla to get your Violent J with a 2-liter in his butt cheeks ball cap or whatever, you can't be looked down on.
Yeah, you know, they ain't gonna look down on you just because you ain't fucking sporting clown love somewhere on your body, you know?
Mm-hmm.
A juggalette is not a multiple asterisks whore. Please don't have careless sex, otherwise you'll wind up like Lara Rocks.
Who knows who Laura
I'm
Rock
not
is?
I'm not really down with this one. I mean, like, if
I'm
they
gonna
want
look up who the fuck
if
Lara
they want to be
Rocks is.
fucking, if bitches want to be fucking,
Well,
then they should be fucking.
A lot of the way that juggalos act, and I guess we'll see a little later, is kind of against tenet number 4.
Yeah, I feel the same, dude. I feel like how can you keep
What's
that
the
one
goal
real,
of
dude? I mean, like,
center?
look, if people want to be fucking, they're gonna be fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a
Dumbass.
fucking biological fucking fact, dude.
That there is Lara Rocks, apparently.
She's got a really bad haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
mean,
looks
certainly
like a somehow even uglier version of the chick from The Shining.
Oh. Well, holy shit.
A Juggalo... Oh, yeah, I read that one. A true juggalo will respect and help people around him or her, no matter the problem, because that's the true meaning of the word family.
The fucking no true juggalo fucking fallacy, dude.
So if a juggalo sees an old lady trying to cross the street, he'd be like, whoop, whoop, what up, you old ass
Whoop,
crusty
whoop,
bitch
what
with
up,
your
old
saggy
lady?
tits
Let
hanging
me
down
help
past
you."
your belly button? It looks like you need some help across the strizzy.
That's how it go.
Bring those saggy ass titties. It's fine. There ain't no cars coming. Come on, bitch. Why you so slow?
bitch.
Damn, Ninjet.
A juggalo will not drunk or do drugs in front of.
Sounds like the person writing this was wasted.
A juggalo will not
Juggalo will not drunk.
Oh, you can't make this shit up, dude.
Or do drugs in front of a little kid.
Don't do it drunk, dude. I don't want to be drunk, dude. Come on.
I was gonna smoke this crack, but there's little ninjas in the room, and I want to give a good example. Whoop whoop! Put a 2-liter in my butt cheeks. And tie that rope around my dick. I'm about to jump out the window.
Dude, I have seen fucking Violent J ask like 12-year-old kids, "You smoke weed yet?"
Hey, that's a valid
Yeah.
So
question.
this is bullshit,
I
okay?
mean, real shit.
Who are you to decide it's bullshit? Are you a
but, like, it's
juggalo?
real
These are the
shit.
tenets,
Valid
TJ.
question.
All right, I guess I can't question the wisdom
gotta
of
fucking-
Killamo
TJ,
187.
The fucking no true juggalo fallacy, dude.
A true juggalo listens to music and the meaning, and not to mistake it for a call to violence.
Okay, well, I don't know.
right.
I don't know if you. That needs to be a tenet. I mean, it doesn't come with the territory that you're not actually supposed to go chicken hunting.
I like the next one. Juggalos are all races. Okay, that's fine. Gender's all right. Sexual orientation's all right. Or even genetic mutations.
Such as retarded or born with 2 sex organs. Look, ninja. If you got 2 dicks, you're welcome in the Juggalo family.
You're a mutation.
Even if you're a dumbass, fucking stupid ass simpleton retard. Retards are welcome in the family. Whoop whoop. Or should I say,
What the fuck? All right, last tenet. Juggalos are whoever you want to be, as long as it don't mean violence in your life. Isn't that the didn't you already get the fucking violence shit elsewhere,
Dude, and the paragraph in fucking all caps
Here we go.
just screams of like internet fucking forum.
I hate when I gotta charge my phone.
Here we go.
Just screams of
Soon we're
like
gonna stop
internet
watching this
fucking
video.
forum
We don't wanna
bully.
steal
Listen to
all
this
the
fucking
content. We want you to watch
decider
the rest
right
So
of
this
here.
is if you go against the code.
Any violation of these rules will result your removal from the family, meaning your hatchet, your merch, CDs, whatever you got, even if it's an advance pass to the 2010 gathering, must be removed. And you're not to speak the word juggalo no more.
So if you fuck up and treat a juggalette like a fucking whore.
It's like in that fucking detective movie, like, I'm gonna need your badge, Ace. You know, it's just like,
Yeah.
you gotta turn in your hatchet, you gotta turn in your merch, give us your CDs.
Give us all your Fago. You're done.
Like 3 dudes in face paint and baggy jeans show up at your house and they're like, whoop whoop, ex-ninja. We're here for your hatchet, bitch boy. Take your sad, saggy titties back inside. Give us your hatchet, man, bitch boy.
You know what the worst one is, TJ? If you have you have an ICP tattoo, you have the fucking hatchet, dude. You gotta cut it off.
You guys are, listen, you guys are just being
Cut that
haters.
shit off.
You guys are just being haters. Listen, ICP has a word for you guys.
Oh, yeah?
Juggalos are subhuman. They're not as equal to a normal human being as your typical normal.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? They don't count as
can we
Wow.
not, can we not,
He just admitted that?
Can we not let these,
Whoa.
can we not let these guys talk? Because their defense.
All right? As if juggalos aren't people, or the only people that
Man, never has there been a more discriminated against group
Yeah.
in American history
Dude, I feel
than
like
the fucking juggalos.
I feel like that Texas shirt you had from T-shirt Hell is like applicable here. Don't mess with juggalos. It's not nice to pick on retards, dude.
You know, we pull into some cities and there's a sign right outside the city limits that says, don't let the sun set on your ass in this town, juggalo. And it's like, God damn, man.
Look at his fucking head, dude.
He looks like a peanut.
I know, dude.
That's where I'm gonna stop it, because that is the most replayed part of the video, and I want you to watch the rest of the video. Disney World, Juggalos, D Fat Fried, look it up. We're moving on to JCS.
At exactly 3:25 p.m. on April 8th of 2009, the dismissal bell rang at Oliver Stevens School in Woodstock, Ontario, and hundreds of grade schoolers were seen leaving the premises. Yet one 8-year-old was captured on surveillance leaving 2 minutes later than the rest, as she had to run back inside to get her mother's butterfly earrings that were left on her desk. Her name was Tori Stafford, and on that Wednesday afternoon, she never returned home. She was reported missing by her grandmother at exactly 6:04 p.m., and a missing persons investigation was launched immediately. Roughly 7 hours later, surveillance footage from a local high school was discovered, capturing what police say was the missing child, walking side by side an unidentified woman. Tori did not appear to be struggling in the video, and the woman was described as between 19 to 25 years of age, white, 5'2", and about 125 pounds with a black ponytail. The local police made a public appeal for the woman in the video to come forward, and Tori's grandparents offered a $10,000 reward for her return. A Facebook group dedicated to finding her gained over 20,000 followers in under 24 hours. On April 12th, 4 days after her disappearance, hundreds gather in Woodstock at 8 p.m. to hold a vigil for Tori, and her mother makes a tearful televised appeal for the return of her missing daughter. Over the following week, Tori's parents are interviewed by investigators, and each of them pass a polygraph test. Police call off ground searches 6 days after the child's disappearance after finding no clues nor leads. The day after, America's Most Wanted features Tori's case as its top story. On April 17th, the Ontario Provincial Police take the lead in the investigation, and the ground searches recommence. The case was then officially classed as an abduction, not just a missing person. They step up a media campaign by releasing a composite sketch of the woman in the video, and then circulate the image on social media and local news outlets. On May 19th, police attain information that the woman is 18-year-old Terry Lynn McClintock, who is already in custody for breaching a probation order for a previous drug violation. She was transferred to the Ontario Police Headquarters and interviewed at roughly 5:30 p.m. by Detective Sergeant Jim Smith. She initially denied being the woman in the video and claimed to know nothing about the missing girl, but roughly 45 minutes into the interrogation, she breaks.
I think it goes right back to what you've said a few times. You didn't want to see it. Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that you saw it. Okay, and that's what you need to be truthful about. And I know it's hard to talk about. I know it's even harder to talk about than the section part of it. Okay, but you saw it.
Or most of them are, because Jim Smith is that kind of an interrogator.
And we need to talk about that.
When I seen Mike with Tori on his lap, like I turned my head because I didn't want to see it. I could hear her calling my name.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
She describes in disturbing detail the abduction and killing of Tori Stafford, stating that she lured the girl into a secluded parking space with the promise of showing her a puppy. She was then forced into the back seat of a vehicle that immediately drove away. In the driver's seat was 28-year-old Michael Rafferty, who then drove to a secluded area about 100 miles north of Woodstock. He then proceeded to sexually assault and then murder the 8-year-old, with the fatal injuries being 4 strikes to the head with a claw hammer. McClintock drew a rough sketch of the area where Tori was killed, which eventually led police to discover the girl's remains. She was found with lacerations to her liver and 16 broken ribs, but her eventual cause of death correlated with Terry's testimony, as was confirmed to be the result of repeated blows to the head with a blunt object. At 7:55 p.m. that evening, Michael Rafferty is arrested and informed that he is being charged with kidnapping and first-degree murder. He is read his rights and then brought to the police headquarters for immediate interrogation.
What, in Canada, he probably gets like life in prison? I'm all for rehabilitation of criminals. Don't get it twisted. I believe everybody needs rehabilitated. Rather that, but this man, these are rare cases.
Come on in, grab a chair. Now that'll unfold. So that's a blanket for you there. Okay. Tea. I think they might have only put 1 sugar in. I think they got it mixed up.
Blah 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 blah.
Plain donut there for you. That's a cereal bar. But if you get hungry or anything else, just let me know. Okay. Do you have any? You eat since noon? Okay. Are you hungry now? I get you a full meal if you want.
You can't rehabilitate.
Bacon and eggs, or do you want something else?
Right.
Okay. That's okay. You can listen. And if you have any questions as we go along, no issues there at all.
Would you rehabilitate the judge?
I got a few things I'll talk to you about.
That's my question.
As I told you, my name is Chris. My last name is Lowe. I understand your name is Michael. Now, you go by Mike or Michael? What's your preference?
I don't think you
I'll probably call you Mike, so unless that really offends you. just leave it with me. I'm going to go over a few things here today. Okay, Mike, like I say, don't be shy. You'll find I'm pretty relaxed, pretty laid back, because I've dealt with these types of issues before.
The Ontario Provincial Police have a highly trained behavioral sciences unit, and their subdivision of forensic psychiatry is recognized as one of the best in the world. At first, you will see the familiar strategy of rapport development. The investigator will retain a friendly and almost nonchalant disposition throughout the opening phase of the interrogation. The perception of solidarity and respect will make the suspect more likely to cooperate and take things into consideration, while the detective's easygoing disposition will also downplay the severity of the crime, thus making the gravity of admission far less intimidating.
Anytime that you have a question, all right, don't be shy.
Makes it easier to know who I dislike.
I have no issues getting any food there, so if there's something that you want, okay, I'll get you some food. There's no problems at all. Like I say, I get that for you in about 5 minutes. So, but my job is, as I mentioned to you, I'm from what's called the behavioral sciences section.
Everybody give me.
And we're talking about the missing person, Tory staff who are missing. I know you were following a little bit in the media, and you follow some little bits and pieces of behavioral science.
It is
involved, right? Sometimes they were criminal profilers. There's been other members in there as well. Threat assessment, and that's what one of my roles is as well. In threat assessment, what my job is to determine the risk. Okay, what's the risk of a certain situation? Now, the situation that we're talking about, you're going to find here that there's nothing you're going to tell me to surprise me. Okay, for two reasons. One, I've heard a lot of this stuff before. The second reason is I'm fortunate enough to know what all the case facts are. Okay, so what I have to do is assess okay, that's what my job is, to assess threat level. All right, I already know you're responsible for one death. Okay, so that's what my job is to determine what's happened here. All right.
Staff Sergeant Chris Loam had been a police officer for over 21 years and was a member of the behavioral sciences unit for the last 17. At the time this interrogation took place, he was the head of the analysis section. This meant he was in charge of criminal profiling, threat assessment, and forensic psychiatry. He indicates that his only purpose is to assess the suspect's threat level, yet this variety of threat assessment is only applied to less severe infractions. With relation to rape and murder, the serious nature of the crime means that the threat level is already assessed long before any form of psychoanalysis takes place. In reality, the investigator's primary purpose is to gain an understanding of the suspect's character and then use his knowledge to try and influence both his reasoning and decision-making.
Before we go through all that, though, my people just don't wake up one day and decide this is going to happen, and I know that, all right? So there's a lot of ideas that go in people's heads at the time, and if I go through, and I go through your history and your background, there's not a whole hell of a lot you've been involved in, like, is there, right? You're completely under the radar. Anyways, I got to go through a few things with you here, all right? Obviously, you're upset by what's going on. You're here for a reason, and right back at the beginning, the investigators and the case manager, the officer in charge, said that I'm going to follow the evidence and go where the evidence leads me. Okay? And now you're here because the evidence has led the investigators to you. All right? And then I get involved after that. There's been people that I work with in behavioral sciences that have been here from the outset of the investigation. But really, at this point in time, I mean, when I go in and look at your history, there's very little on there. Like I say, you've flown under the radar. You haven't had any major problems with the police. Okay, but now all of a sudden you're involved in this situation, and it's a serious situation, and it's a scary situation. I'm sure you're quite upset and quite concerned about what's going on here. All right. Now, the last one I was involved with like this, I don't know if you're aware of it, was a girl named Holly Jones in Toronto, and she went missing. And the guy that had abducted her, his name was Michael Briere. And what he was doing is he was watching on his computer for hours and hours and hours. He was looking at child porn to the point that he decides, I want to go try this. And he goes and he grabs Holly and he does some things to her. And then he realizes, what am I going to do? Okay? And he panics. He doesn't know what to do because she's a witness now. And he says, if I just let her go, she's going to tell on me. So he decides that he's not going to let her go. All right? And all that was from something as simple as watching child pornography for hours on end. These things happen, okay? And we can't say it happened close to home. Toronto's not that far from you, okay? These things happen all the time, all right? So what I need to do is sit with you. I already know how. I know the who's, right? Why? I mean, why is up to you, but I can actually probably fill in that blank for you, but that's not what my role here is. If I'm going to assess risk here and see, number one, do you even feel bad about what you've done? That's the first thing I look for. And number two, do I think, okay, he doesn't feel bad, so in turn he's probably going to do this again because he really doesn't care about it the first time it's happened, okay? I'm not at all upset with you. I'm not mad at you. I don't mind sitting here talking with you. You'll know if I don't want to talk to you because I'll just simply leave, right? From reading about you, this to me seems like it's out of character. No, I could be wrong, right? You may have been planning this for a long period of time, and you may have thoroughly enjoyed this. And if I'm wrong, then you tell me that, all right? But I also know that we all make mistakes, okay? And that's why pencils have erasers, okay? Because we all make mistakes. It's that simple. I'm spending time with you here, and if I'm wrong, you tell me. But it looks like if you could turn back time, maybe there's a few decisions in life you'd have made a little bit different, all right? If I could turn back time for you, Mike, I would. But it's not that simple, okay? So now you and I have to sit here and face what's happened, okay? I can sit and tell you what happened. I can take you through the day of her disappearance, okay? I mean, I've seen the video, all right? And I know that you didn't do this alone. And but at the end of the day, we've got to deal with the situation, okay? Because it's a young girl that we got to talk about. And if you and I don't sit and talk about your side, then people will only think the worst, right? It's human nature. Right? You've done it and I've done it. We always think the worst until we know the facts, okay? So that's what you and I need to sit here and work and discuss and work through. Again, if I'm wrong, you tell me, okay? But I really believe if you could turn back time, you would deal with this a little bit different, okay? And there may have been a rush, it may have been exciting for a period of time, but then reality sets in. You have to sit and live with the fact of what's happened here, okay? And that's what we're doing here. We have to sit and deal with what's happened. Really, at this point, what you have left is your word and your credibility. And people always think the worst, okay? Until they know the truth. You do it and I do it. It's human nature. So we're all going to think the worst until we know why this has happened in your mind. And again, if it's something where you're like Michael Briere, where you looked at a lot of child porn and then decided you were going to try it, then that's fine. If it wasn't your idea, then that's fine too. But we can't change what the case facts are. All right? And you know deep down that this is your chance to get it off your chest. You're not sitting there the rest of your life saying, I guess I should have said something. All right? I guess I should have got it off my chest and said my side. Because this is your last chance to do it. The fact that you're here and the fact that they've already...
Apparently this brought tears.
Kyle just made a decision.
WWE don't copyright me.
Drive sober or get pulled over.
Copyright. Brother,
here, and the fact that they've already they know where the victim is, okay, and they know your steps. This is it. You have to take the steps now to live the rest of your life, okay? This is what you have to do. You don't need to talk about this, okay?
It's always interesting to examine a suspect's demeanor while being interrogated, especially compared to how they most likely were while committing their violation. The suspect here is a quivering mess, acting like a helpless victim, wallowing in his own self-pity while vying for sympathy. Essentially the opposite of how he was while attacking Tori Stafford. It's ironic that the powerless and vulnerable complexion he is trying to portray here is exactly what his victim would have felt at the time she was attacked. The sympathy he is trying to garner for himself is clearly what he lacked for the 8-year-old child he raped and murdered.
I've got to determine, as part of my job, when all is said and done here, do I think Mike's done? This is it. He's made his mistake. He realizes how wrong the mistake that he made, and he's willing to look past it? Or do I have to sit here and say, all right, my report's going to say very simple, I think this guy's going to reoffend. And that's what our job is. We deal with these types of situations and the reasons why people do this stuff, okay? Like I say, this may have been a thing that he just snapped and did something. That stuff happens. Or it may have been something you planned for many months and got some enjoyment out of the plan.
I didn't do anything.
Well, that's not entirely true.
That is entirely true. I didn't do anything.
No, you can try and cement yourself into that, okay? But at the same time, you're not doing yourself any good by not being truthful here, okay?
The investigator wants to come across as empathetic and understanding, yet still needs to keep the suspect's confidence low. He watches for denials and stops them immediately. Letting the suspect deny his guilt will only increase his morale, thus increase his psychological endurance and constancy for self-preservation. This needs to be stripped away as much as possible, as early as possible.
Because by not being truthful, all you have left is your credibility, Mike. That's all you have left, okay? You're not the only person who's been arrested and charged, okay? And there's no surprises left in you, okay? It's not even a surprise. It's why this happened.
I'm also not the only innocent person who's ever been arrested and charged.
Well, that's true. There's been people that have been arrested for things where there's no evidence, but unfortunately in this case there's lots of evidence to determine your role in this crime, okay? The girl who's on the video who walks away with Tori has been identified, and she's been identified as her and Tori being in your car. And the three of you and her and Tori, go to the Guelph area, go to the Home Depot, okay? And the grabbing of Tori, there was a planned event that you were going to grab her. You were going to grab a girl. But this other person was going to do it, and the other person got the girl, put her in your car, all right? And then there's other steps that are taken from there. Okay, there's things that happen at Home Depot. There's things that happen outside of Guelph. And there's things that happen to Tori, all right, before she's gone. And you're involved in that. And you can't mask that. You can't change it, okay?
No.
Because what's happened has happened. I can't turn back the hands of time, and neither can you, okay? There's nothing I can do to turn back the hands of time and say, I wish Mike would have reacted to this situation a little bit differently, okay? There's no doubt in my mind, okay? There's no doubt in my mind that you're involved in the abduction, okay, of Tori. No doubt in my mind at all. I've followed the evidence. I've read the file, okay? There's no doubt in my mind. We're past that, okay? And the only concern or the issue that I have is why you did this. What caused you to do this? Was it something you, like you say, is this something you've done before and you've been involved in the death of other people and you enjoyed this? Am I sitting across the desk from Paul Bernardo here? Am I sitting across from someone who's made a mistake? Okay? And that's going to be the question that's asked of you. All right? I'll get you a bucket there just a second. If you got to get sick, pull your boots there. Okay? I've seen it before. You're not going to offend me or bother me. So if you got to be sick, Mike, go right ahead. I'll get you some paper towels or something. If you feel like you're going to be sick, just grab the, I'll have the bucket there handy for you, okay? Just leave it right there. You and I need to have a discussion here. This isn't a parking ticket, okay? This is reality, okay? And people are, I've already told you, you know this. People assume the worst until they know the truth. Okay? And people are going to assume the worst of you unless you and I sit here and clarify it. Okay, something's pushed you to do this. Okay, you can't just fly under the radar your entire life. Okay, Mike? It doesn't happen. It's not realistic. I'm not going to sit and tell you that it happens. Something brings this on. And when you sit and talk to someone who had a troubled life like Michael Briere and just gets pushed into doing this and panics and thinks, what would it be like to take a kid and touch and rub a kid and then wish you could stop, okay? And people can, and that's the whole issue here, all right?
The detective seems to be almost rambling here, but this is a common strategy used to keep the suspect's mind racing. When Rafferty is concentrating on what the detective is saying, it doesn't give him a chance to conjure up his own thoughts, making it very hard for him to either think up a lie or disassociate from the situation altogether. It's a methodical process of breaking a suspect down through mental exhaustion and slowly chipping away at his psychological stamina piece by piece.
We can't control every emotion, all right? We can't control some of our urges, some of our thoughts. None of us can, okay? And I can't look you in the face and say I haven't made a mistake or made a bad decision in life, because I have. But the reality of it is, you and I have to accept that and move on, okay? Because I can walk out there and never see you again. Like, I can do that, right? My job here is done. The job here is done, as you'll find out tomorrow, as things start to be released. There is no more questions. There is no more long, drawn-out investigations. They're already sending people home to spend time with their families, okay? They're scaling back what's happened because it's been cleared, and they know what's happened, and the pieces of evidence have been gathered. So that's reality. I can't downplay that. But you and I need to walk out of here together, okay, with what happened here. You and I have to sit and say, this is what pushed Mike over the top. This is what pushed Mike to get involved in something like this. Because if we don't, then you sit here on your own and you have to take it, okay?